Blue, mate, can I get a quick word? Look, mate, you know you're my boy, don't you, Blue? And I will pick you no matter what. But the problem you're giving me is that you're constantly striking out, mate. You're constantly striking out. And that's Austin Riley's spot in the team. That's what he does. It's also what Stanton does. And, well, Aaron Judge as well. My point is, mate, I really need you to start hitting for me. Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to episode 11 here at the New York Yankees as we try to win the World Series with only American players. And today we continue the ALDS. One team has a chance to get themselves into the championship series. So we need to figure out what game we're in and who it is that has a chance to progress. So we saw game 1, of course, last episode where we managed to get a win. Let's go and check how game 2 got on in LA. The DJ leads off at second base. Corey Seager bats second at short. It is Luke Voigt designated hitting at 3. It is Pete Alonso batting 4, playing first base. In right field and batting 5 is Aaron Judge. In center field, Mike Tauchman. And batting 7 is Giancarlo Stanton in left field. Third baseman Austin Riley bats 8. The catcher is Andrew Knapp batting at 9. And Corey Kluber is on the mound. 1 on, 2 out. And Pete Alonso with an RBI double. Oh, stopped in. Go home, DJ. Go home, DJ. Before getting thrown out, going for third. Oh, that's huge. Bluey. Oh, he's out at third. 1 on, 1 out, and Derek Fisher hits a 2-run home run for the Angels. 2 on, 2 out, Elledge pitching, and an RBI double for Albert Pujols. 3 on, 1 out, Green pitching, and a sac fly by Jared Welsh. Two on, 2 out, and an RBI single for Iglesias. One on, 1 out, and Luke Voigt hits into a double play. So it was my nemesis Ohtani on the mound, and, well, he put on a little bit of a pitching display. We only got the 1 run off 4 hits. Ohtani went 7 innings, only giving up those 2 hits, the 1 earned run. Yeah, I really don't like Ohtani all of a sudden. Anyway, so that left the series tied at 1-1. Back to New York we went. Let's see how Game 3 went. The DJ led us off at second base. Corey Seager batted second at short. Luke Voigt, the designated hitter, batted 3. Pete Alonso at first base batted 4. Aaron Judge in right field batted 5. Tauchman at the center fielder batted 6. Giancarlo Stanton in left field batted 7. Austin Riley, the third baseman, batted 8. Andrew Knapp, the catcher, was batting 9. And on the mound today, it was Jamison Talon. 2 on, 2 out, and Aaron Judge hits a 3-run home run. 1 on, 1 out, and Fletcher hits an RBI triple to pull one back for the Angels. None on, none out, and Aaron Judge with his second home run of the game. That is huge. Aaron Judge. 3 on, 2 out, and Tauchman with a bases clearing double. Go on, 3 runs. 2 on, 1 out, and it's a sac fly to pull another one back for the Angels. Three on, 2 out, and Stanton draws a walk to add a run. 3 on, 2 out for Austin Riley, and he strikes out to end the inning. 2 on, none out, and a run is driven in by the Angels. 1 on, 1 out, and Rendon hits an RBI single. 2 on, 2 out, and Kesowski strikes out Trout to end the game. So there we go. We are looking to win the series in Game 4 at home. It would be a wonderful thing if we could do it, obviously. Yeah, I mean, Judge came up big this game, as did Tauchman with the 7 RBIs between the two of them. We didn't necessarily out-hit them, as you can see there. They actually out-hit us, but we got our hits at the right time, which isn't something we've always done this season. But yeah, did really well. Talon did well till he kind of didn't. But yeah, bullpen came in, did a decent job for us, and well, we got to their starter, didn't we? Taking him for 7 runs off 4 2/3 innings. So that leaves the series looking like this. If we have a look at the playoff tree, the LA Dodgers are already through, as are the Mets. So yeah, they're already So that's going to be the series there to get into the World Series. But yeah, the White Sox are already through. Everyone's just waiting on us. So let's hope we can stop that waiting here today and will not give their starting pitchers that too much more rest than what else are going to get. But let's do this. Game 4, the Yankees and the Angels in New York. Let's see what we can do. And these are the lineups. The DJ leads us off at third base. You'll notice a change in position there. Corey Seager bats second at shortstop. Luke Voigt, the designated hitter, bats 3. My boy Blue, Petey Alonso, he cleans up at first base. It is Aaron Judge in right field batting 5. Tauchman in center field batting 6. Stanton in left field batting 7. Steven Alamas comes in to play second base. He is not a batter, but neither is Austin Riley, to be honest. At least Alamas is a good glove. So that's the change we've made in the lineup. Nate is the catcher, and it's Jordan Montgomery on the mound for us. ERA this regular season of 4.66. Now, somehow, we still have the head-to-head here. We're going up against Alex Cobb. He's a right-hander, which helps us a little bit. This season, though, his ERA was 3.22, a whip of 120. Look at that ERA plus of 147. Not the best WAR, only 0.9. But well, this is very much a game of whose pitcher is least worse, perhaps. Alright, and here we go, Yankee Stadium, a chance for us to progress. It is Marsh to lead them off, batting .231 this postseason. Now, before I forget, in our 7th inning stretch time, we will be voting on your Viewers Player of the Year for the Golden All-Star for the end of season awards when that comes about. So make sure you stick around to check that out. And there's a strikeout to start with. Ohtani comes in now, batting .250. Boo! A 3-0 pitch, and Ohtani pops up a 3-0 pitch. And that should be simple, and there it is. Stanton makes the play. You can see Alamas, very, very good glove at second base. The DJ is as good as Austin Riley is over there, so we don't lose anything, and that is a home run and 1-0 to the Angels. It was too good to ask Montgomery to go the first innings without giving anything up, isn't it? And Rendon with the first home run of the postseason puts us behind. I suspect this could be a higher scoring game. Trout comes in now. He's batting only 182, but that makes you worry a little bit that he's going to explode at just the wrong time for us. There's the ground ball, though. Over to first we go, and that ends the top of the first, and that is 1-0. We find ourselves down. The DJ will lead us off, batting .308 this season. This postseason, I should say. A 1-0 pitch. And the DJ takes it into right field, and that is a leadoff single. And they've taken the pitcher out of the ball game after just the one batter. So in comes to pitch Michael Mayers. Let's have a quick look. I mean, he's essentially their starter now, isn't he? What have I done here? Let's click there. So he was ERA this season of 3.13, but he's only ever come out of the bullpen. Doesn't have the best stamina, so I don't know that he's not going to be a long-term solution. Corey Seager's at the plate. What is he? 1 for 11. In the postseason. He was very close to being dropped as well. Basically, oh, you've got to be kidding me. I should have dropped him as well. Double play. Basically, the reason that I dropped Austin Riley and not Seager is because at least Seager is a decent defensive player, whereas Austin Riley isn't really that either. Voigt gets a 2-out single there into center field. And it gives my boy Blue a chance to come up. Batting .250 in the postseason. He's been a bit of a strikeout merchant on YouTube. He's managed to get himself a walk there, though. 2 on, 2 out for Aaron Judge. Batting .500 in the postseason. Can that continue? No, it cannot. And, well, there we go. That is the end of the first, and we don't get anything across the plate. But it is good to see Judge sort of showing up for the postseason. We need some of these big wagers to show up for us, and that is 2-0, is it? No, it's going to stay in, and it's going to be a simple catch in the end out there for Stanton for 1 away. Derek Fisher comes in, batting 200 in the postseason. A 3-1 pitch, and that is a 1-out walk, which is not ideal, obviously. And in now will come Iglesias. Iglesias, that could be a double play. There's one. Can we turn it? Yes, we can. That's why Alamas is in the lineup. He can do that, and that ends the top of the second. Tauchman comes in the bat, only batting 111, but that one hit that he has got was a bases clearing double, so it was well worth it. But he strikes out there. Stanton only batting 125. I think his only hit was a grand slam, so again, worth it. And now in comes Alamas, yet to bat this postseason, and it doesn't really matter if he bats or not, because he doesn't usually get a hit anyway. I think he batted like 180 in the regular season. There's a strikeout for 2 away, and it brings Andrew Knapp up. He is 1 for 9 so far this postseason. Another 0-2 pitch with 2 out and 1 on, and he strikes out as well, and that'll end the second. Maybe it might be a blessing in disguise for the Angels to have had their starter go off, because what it's going to mean is that their bullpen basically comes in, and they sort of get around their dodgy starter, whereas we're still stuck with ours. Pujols into bat, a 1-1 pitch. That should be out. No, it's in for that stupid little spot where you can't get to it. And that is a 1-out single. And it brings Marsh back up to bat. He is 0 for 1 today. A 2-2 pitch. Ouch. Never looked like missing him. And Montgomery is starting to fall to pieces here a little bit. Ohtani comes in. He's 0 for 1 today. Ohtani, that could be a double play that ends the innings. No, just 1. 2 away with runners at the corners. And it's Rendon who hit the home run last time up. It's a full count. 2 out, 2 on. Rendon, he's tried to do the same trick twice. He hasn't quite got this one though. Judge back at the fence and makes the play. And that ends the top of the third. We're still 1-0 down. And it's the DJ to lead us off 1 for 1 today. A full count. And the DJ makes it 2 for 2. LeMahieu with a leadoff single. Now Sega, can he not hit into a double play this time, please? It's a full count. And he draws the walk. It brings Voit up to bat. He is 1 for 1 today. Another new man on the mound. A 2-2 pitch. Come on, Voit. He strikes out for 1 away. In comes my boy Blue. Walked first time up today. Another full count. And Bluey pops it up. And that'll be 2 away. Still with the 2 on. And can Aaron Judge get a hold of something? He's 0 for 1 today. A 2-2 pitch. Judge watches strike 3. And it is still 1-0 to the Angels. Montgomery to Trout now, who's 0 for 1. A 2-1 pitch. And that should be easy for Alamas at second. And 1 away. Oh, we have to take him out, have we? No, he's able to shake it off. Come on, Steven. This is your big chance, mate. Stassi comes in, an 0-1 pitch. Oh, dear. And no, it's staying in, is it? Oh, classic catch by Stanton. 2 away for Derek Fisher now, who he got hit last time up. It's a 3-0 this time. Looks like he's done his best to hit him again there, but Fisher will take first. Iglesias will come in. He's 0 for 1 today, an 0-2 pitch. And that should be easy. It is. Lined straight to Alamas, and that will end the top of the fourth. Tauchman to lead us off. Again, 0 for 1 today, a 1-2 pitch. And he has struck out for 1 away to bring Stanton up to bat, who walked first time up. Another 2-2 pitch. Stanton strikes out. 2 out, no one on for Alamas. And, well, I'd warm up Montgomery because you're going to be out there quickly. Alamas, at least he hasn't struck out. He's got a piece of it straight up in the air, though. Left field could catch that in his mouth if he wanted to. And that will end the fourth. Montgomery to Fletcher, who is 0 for 1 today. A 2-2 pitch. There's a strikeout. He's actually not doing too bad, Montgomery. He's giving up a few too many walks, but only given up so far 2 hits. Just the 1 run. Which is, I mean, it's as good as we could have asked from him, I think, really. That's going to end another 1, 2, 3 innings for us. Top of the 5th comes to a close. We'll go and have a bat. Nate will face yet another new pitcher in Haney. I guess you'd pronounce that, Haney. Let's see what Knapp can do with him. A 1-1 pitch, and he's hit that well straight through the left side of the infield for a leadoff single. Now, can we make the most of that as the top of our order comes up to bat? And they've had to take another pitcher out of the ball game. Patrick Sandoval. Well, I'll tell you what, we're ripping through their bullpen here, aren't we? The DJ will come into bat. He's 2 for 2. No one out, runner on first this time. An 0-2 pitch, and DJ strikes out. And he's getting his hits at the wrong time, isn't he? Corey Seager, who's 0 for 1. Walked last time up. This time, pops it straight up. Shortstop comes in, pushes the pitcher out of the way, makes the catch. And that's 2 away, and it's Luke Voigt, who's 1 for 2. Come on, Voigt. A 1-2 pitch. Voigt hits it to shortstop, and that will end the bottom of the 5th. Still 1-0 to the Angels. Ohtani will face Montgomery. Ohtani is 0 for 2 today. It's a 2-0 pitch. Ohtani has made it 2-0. Oh, go away, Ohtani. Why didn't you do that in Colorado, you muppet? Oh. And a second home run of the game has cost Montgomery. He'll continue to Rendon, who hit the first home run. It's an 0-2 pitch. And that's a strikeout for 1 away. Mike Trout comes in 0 for 2 today. Another 2-2 pitch. And that is a single through the left side. And Stanton will get it in to keep it at just the 1. Stassi now, who's 0 for 2. Can Montgomery... Oh, it's a 3-1. Montgomery is He's giving up too many base runners here, isn't he? And that'll do it. Seth Elledge comes in to pitch. Now, Seth Elledge, we haven't seen too much of him. Very, very decent relief pitcher. Certainly, potentially, anyway. Hasn't had the best season. You can see their regular season ERA over 4, which isn't terrible. But his postseason ERA is 27, which oh, Jesus Christ, Blue. And that loads the bases with 1 away. And this is Game 4 getting out of hand here, isn't it? That could be a double. There's one. Can Knapp turn the... Oh, he can. That is huge. Absolutely huge. We've got ourselves out of massive, massive trouble there and kept ourselves in the game. 2-0. Alonso will lead us off. You owe us for that error, mate. Send it into the stands. He's 0 for 1 today, and Alonso has popped it straight up. Center field goes around, and that will be 1 away. It brings Judge in, who's 0 for 2. A 1-2 pitch. We really do need to start and get something going with the bat here, don't we? Judge strikes out. 2 away. And it brings Tauchman up, who is 0 for 2 today. Another 1-2 pitch. And another strikeout. We can't hit the ball today. And that ends the 6th. We go into the 7th. And Seth Elledge will come back out for a pitch. A 3-1. He walks... That looked a strike, didn't it? He walks the leadoff man. Albert Pujols comes in. He's 1 for 2 today. A 1-2 pitch. He lays down a bunt. Blue has it over to the covering Alamas, and that is 1 away. Runner goes to second, and it's Brandon Marsh, who is 0 for 2 today. Elledge. Oh dear. It is over the top of center fielder Tauchman, and that is an RBI double. It's 3-0. And, well, pack your bags. I think we're going to LA for a Game 5. Ohtani comes back in. Hit the home run last time up. This time he swings at something he needed a stepladder to try and get to. That's 2 away for Rendon, who's 1 for 3. That one, of course, was a home run. He draws a walk. Mike Trout with 2 out and 1 on to face Nick Nelson. Nelson's ERA this... Well, he hasn't pitched yet in the postseason. It's a full count. 2 out, 2 on. Massive, massive pitch. And he walks to load the bases for Max Stassi, who's 0 for 2. Come on, Nicky boy. A 2-1 pitch. That is going to score more runs. 1's going to score. 2 is going to score. It's 5-0. And it's not good. Derek Fisher comes in, who's 0 for 1. There's a strikeout. That ends the 7th. And, well... will stretch, and you can vote for your player of the year. So thank you for everybody who did nominate players. It is now time to see who it is you have nominated. Now, the way that I've done this, there are a number of players that had a single nomination. So what I've done is I've taken the 4 with the highest WAR to try and separate them. So in alphabetical order, the first nominee is Aaron Judge. This regular season, I should stress these are all regular season numbers. His batting average was .249. He hit 37 home runs, 101 RBIs, and had a WAR of 4.6. Next up is the DJ, LeMahieu. He had a batting average of 339. He had 16 home runs, 77 RBIs, and a WAR of 6.7. Next up, it's do we want to pay him $30 million next season? It's Corey Seager. Batting average this season of 299. You would be annoyed, wouldn't you? Just 0.01 off. 30 home runs, 87 RBIs, and a WAR of 6.2. And the final nominee, there is a pitcher in there. It's Blake Snell. He had a record of 17-9, an ERA of 4.05, 260 strikeouts, which I believe led the American League. And he had a WAR of 3.6. Now, the way this works, if you are new, there's going to be a link right down the top of the description that's going to take you through to a straw poll. So click the link, vote for who has been your favorite or your best player this season in your opinion, and we will announce the winner, the Golden All-Star winner, at the end of season awards once this postseason for us comes to an end, and hopefully that's not going to be till after the World Series. All right, let's get back and see if we can rescue this game. All right, bottom of the 7th, and it is Stanton to lead us off. He is 0 for 1 today, a 1-2 pitch. It's going to be another strikeout. Oh, Jesus Christ, boys. The round thing, try and hit it. Alamas is 0 for 2 today. He comes in, another 1-2 pitch and another strikeout. For Nape, Brian Shaw even comes in. He's ERA who hasn't pitched yet this postseason. I'm glad that last guy's gone. He was quite good, wasn't he? It's a full count. And Knapp has centered into left field for a 2-out single. Maybe this is the guy we can get a hold of. We need to start chipping away at this lead, don't we? The DJ comes in. He's 2 for 3 today. It's a 3-0 pitch. Get yourself on base, DJ. He does. And it's Corey Seager. If you want to be player of the year, mate, if you want to be here next season on 30 million, you need to do it there for us. And he's not. He's failed again. He's popped it up. He's not had a good postseason, has Corey Seager. And we go to the 8th. Nick Nelson will face Iglesias, who is 0 for 3. First pitch swing up the middle, and that is a leadoff single. He's a shortstop, Iglesias, isn't he? I think I've had him in a club, actually. David Fletcher comes in. He's 0 for 2 today. Loose pitch, that one. That's going to get Iglesias over to second with no one out. And there, of course, also goes our double play. It's a 2-2 pitch. There's a strikeout for Nelson. In comes Albert Pujols. He is 1 for 2 today. A 2-1 pitch, and that is now 7-0. No, it's dropped in. Bit of topspin on it. It's 6-0. RBI double. And they're doing to us in this one what we did to them in Game 3, where we just got our hits at the right time. They're driving in runs, whereas we obviously are not. And that is Aaron Judge making a catch out there. Runner goes to third with 2 away. They did have to take Pujols out of the game, so that's maybe... Well, I don't think it matters, does it, at this point? Ohtani strikes out. That ends the top of the 8th. We're going to go and have a bat, and boys, we need to make sure we're hitting things here. Voit, who's 1 for 3, comes in. A 2-2 pitch. Voit has popped it up. At least he hit it. And that is 1 away. My boy Blue, 0 for 2 today. Come on, Bluey. Full count. Come on, mate. Oh, he's popped it up again, and that is 2 away. And this is about as frustrating a game as we can get, isn't it? Judge comes in. He's 0 for 3 today. He was having a really good postseason. That ends here today, apparently, as he strikes out on 3 pitches. And we go to the 9th, needing a miracle. Michael King has come in to pitch at some point. I've missed that. Rendon at the plate, a 1-2 pitch. And Rendon smacks it down the third base line, and that's probably a double. Stanton gets it in. That is a double. And, yeah, well, needless to say, 6 runs to rescue it in the 9th is a big ask. Anything more than that is, well, it's a bigger ask, isn't it? And it is going to be more than that, I would imagine. Stanton can't stop the run from scoring. And it is 7-0. Max Stassi, who is 1 for 3 today. A 1-2 pitch. He strikes out. 1 away for Derek Fisher now, who is 0 for 2 today. He pops it up. That should keep the runner at first as well. And, well, maybe we can end this without giving up a run, which will be the first time we've done... Oh, no, we've already given up a run. Never mind. I mean, look at that. You can't, from the 6th through, with 4 innings in a row, we've given up at least 1 run. You can't do that and expect to win games of baseball, can you? Tauchman will lead us off in the 9th. He is 1 for 12 in the postseason. A 1-2 pitch. And I tell you what, we're alive. This is the great comeback. We're just trying to keep it interesting. Tauchman starts us off with a leadoff single. Stanton will have a bat now against Garcia. Stanton is 1 for 10 in the postseason. But I would say again, that 1 was a grand slam. So a little bit more of that, please, Stanton. He has popped that up. And that will be 1 away. I do think, I mean, you look at our batting here, the big problem, I mean, Sega's been decent for us through the year, but I think it's the consistency of hits that we're getting that is the problem. Alamas gets it up the middle. He has a second hit of the game. Or is it a first hit? Anyway, he has a hit. Let's just be grateful for that. 2 on, 1 out for Knapp, who is 2 for 3, and he's actually had a decent day at the plate today. That ends there, though. We're down to our final out. We just need the 7 runs. It'd be nice to get 1, though, wouldn't it? DJ, who's 2 for 3, a full count. He gets it up the middle, and is that going to be our run? Praise be to Jesus Christ. We have scored a run. It's 7-1. Runners at the corners for Sega. It would be very appropriate if Mr. 1 for 14 would end the game, wouldn't it? Sega does do just that. He is a shambles. He is not getting 30 million. And I'll see you next time for a Game 5. So there we go. We are going the distance in this one. And, yeah, not ideal. But, well, a Game 5 is always exciting, isn't it? I think if we have a quick look, I mean, again, we weren't particularly terrible. Well, we weren't that much worse than them anyway. We did get hits. The problem is where the hits are coming, isn't it? I mean, DJ, as ever, is hitting the ball like it's a beach ball. Corey Seager is just letting us down. Yeah, there's not enough happening through the order. We're not sort of stringing hits together, and that, I think, ultimately is what is hurting us. But, yeah, we'll see. I wonder if we need to change the order. The options we have to bring in other hitters, I mean, Castellanos, maybe he needs to come in. We might need to do that. He probably comes in for either Blue or Voigt, doesn't he? And the other one of those two would play in the field at first base. So that might be something we need to look to do. We're up against a right-handed Ohtani, are we, in Game 5? Yeah, I mean, Hicks is an option, but he's not good enough defensively, really. Could he be a designated hitter, maybe? Austin Riley is just here to make up the numbers at this point. So yeah, it's an interesting problem we have. I'll have a think about it. If you have any sort of thoughts, let me know what we could do. But yeah, I'll see you next time. It's going to be a Game 5. Don't forget to go and vote for your Viewers Player of the Year, your Golden All-Star winner, of course, for MVP. And if you've enjoyed that, thumbs up. The Yankees lost. Of course you've enjoyed that. Hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you next time for Game 5. Take care.